Now before I caulk this, I just want to make sure that these slats look like they're going to go down in there. You know, I don't want to hit it down right now because then I'll have to pry it back up. And I could do that. Maybe we should. I think it's going to go down. It'll go. Everything's lining up. I'm going to kind of wedge this out a little bit more like that so I can get the caulking in there. I don't want to go too far because I don't want to take this rail up too much further down that way. All right? Okay. Look at everything, make sure my hole's cleaned out. I don't have any burrs in there. This is going to go back in there. And stuff like that. In fact, there's one little piece in here. Just a little sliver. And I probably should clean that out of there. Okay? Because I want this to go down nice and tight. You got a sliver in there, it might not, right? It might be held up because of one silly piece of wood. Get that out of there. Okay. Ready to put some caulking in? Now this tip isn't the smallest tip, but I think it's going to work. Put some in there. See, once I smash this down, some of that's going to come out, but I can wipe that off, right? Right there, I got to be careful. Lots of that's going to spooge out, but that's all right. I'll wipe it up. Don't worry about that. I just want to get some in there, because then when that dries, that's going to help bond it. Okay? Now, I think I can hit that down. There it goes. That's looking good so far. See this here? I'm just going to have to wipe that off. I want to be careful when I wipe it off because I don't want to get too much of that over everything else. Probably could have let that just stay on there. I could have done that too. And then once it dried, I could have cut it off, you know, with a knife or something. Now, I don't want to let that dry on there like that. Just wet my finger. I want to get off the excess there. Now, some's probably going to come back when I put a screw in there, remember? And I hope I get the screw in the right place. I didn't mark where those dowels were. I've got a pretty good idea where those dowels are. They're about right about like that, so I should be okay putting a screw in there, remember? Okay. And I could almost just leave it like that with no screw in it at all, but I'm going to put that screw in there. I think that's going to help hold it for good. I don't want anyone calling me, Joe, you need to come back and fix the door. Get that. First time is the only time I'm going to fix this door. Now, do you remember about where those dowels were? I should have marked that, huh? My loss is your gain. I should have marked that. Silly me. I think that one was about there and about there, something like that. I think probably about right in there. I'm gonna be okay. About there. Oh. Maybe about there. All right. That's where the screw's gonna go. You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of guessing, let me just pull this up a little. Jeez. Just a little, like that. I'll look in there, see where those dowels are. Boy. That caulking works so good, I can't see the dowels. Where are they? Jeez. Okay. Let's see them now. And I was good where they were. It's gonna be fine. That's not gonna hurt anything. Like I said, my loss is your gain. Okay? We're not gonna do things 100% the first time here every single time. But when I don't, I'll tell you. And you can learn that way too, right?